and welcome to my channel. This is the Nomadic Goddess and I am Jasmine. This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Cancer for the month of May. Now, you don't just have to be a Cancer sun. You be a Cancer sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or Mercury. And just because I said it's for the month of May doesn't mean it is solely for that time. It's for whenever you are guided to my channel and decide to hit play. Because this is a general reading, you shouldn't take everything with you. If the shoe fits, lace it up, find the matching pair, and travel well. If it does not fit, leave it. There's a need to carry messages that do not ring true for you. I am clairaudience, so that means the divine, whether you want to call it God, guidance, source, the universe. Gives me messages via songs, bits and pieces, movies that I've seen, and books that I've read. Now, with the songs, they do get stuck in my head. The only issue with that is I sing them, and I can't sing. So, if you guys can put up with my horrible singing, I hope you enjoy, discover something new about yourself, and don't be afraid to dive deep. With that being said, let's get started. All right, what messages do we have for Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the month of May? What messages do we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the month of May? There's 12. Okay. Just do we have for Cancers? 27. 444. Last but not least, 31. Right. Messages do we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Mercury for the month of May? Messages do we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the month of May? Thank you. Messages do we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the month of May? I'll take you. messages do we have for Cancer? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the month of May. Messages do we have for Cancers? All I want to do is zoom, 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 boom, 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 shoot, shoot, shoot. More for Cancers. All right, Cancers. Starting off with the synchronicities, aka angel numbers. We have 12. It says, creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. It says, I am a visionary. Next we have 27. Your mind is wide open and you are tolerant and compassionate toward all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. I am expressive. I'm hearing for some of you, Spirit is saying that you've been keeping too quiet about a situation going on in your life. Especially if you, they know that you like to overshare and over communicate. But for some of you, you haven't been speaking up enough pertaining to a certain situation. And you have the 444. Trust your journey, trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. I am protected. And last but not least, for the synchronicities, we have 31. Your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. I am disciplined. All right, now for the next row, we have 22 women supporting women. Together, we can transcend our individual limitations. I feel like for some of you, you guys are going to be, if you haven't found your tribe yet, you're going to be finding your tribe with women who understand you and understand you, and those who can help you walk through the difficulties of your life to help you where you're weak at, to strengthen your weaknesses. Then we have 2, radical curiosity, seeing as if for the first time every time. Radical curiosity. I'm always being brought to, when I see radical curiosity, when I see this card, I'm always being brought to childlike imagination, or come childlike, have a childlike mindset, especially when it comes to manifesting. If you've been worried about bills, worried about if you're like writer's blocks, or you feel like your creative juices aren't flowing enough, you need to approach it with a childlike mindset. Like, because sometimes children, majority of the time, children, they just create to just create. They don't create to make money. They don't create to because someone told them to or someone's forcing them to. They just be like, you know what? I want a finger paint today, or I want to draw on the walls with a crayon. So you have to have that childlike energy about you, especially for those of you who have felt like you've lost touch with that aspect of yourself. And then we have number 43, inner life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. The one thing I like about this deck is it has the different aspects of women or the feminine journey. So they have they have the maiden, they have the mother, the guardian, and then the crone. And so like the inner life card, whenever I see this life, it's always about cultivating your joy, cultivating what brings you happiness, what brings you fulfillment. Because a lot of the time, especially if you're a mom, we pour and pour into our children, into our family, into our spouses. So when the inner life card comes up, it's always about tapping into you first, tapping into your inner light so you can feed others. Not only so you can feed others, but most importantly, so you can feed yourself. And then we have lastly the 37 transitions. You have all the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. You guys are, as I like to call it, you're in the in-between. Like you're not where you're used to be, but you're not where you need to be yet. So you're like in the in-between, and you're feeling it because you're shedding all of these old aspects of yourself, all of these old belief systems, all of these false belief systems, all of these old patterns, and all of these things that were buried in your subconscious. You guys are shedding those things because they're no longer serving you. So it's kind of sort of like you're, not kind of sort of like, you are creating a new version of yourself because, and it feels weird because, and you don't feel like yourself because you are in the in-between. You're in the middle stages of change. Next we have from my favorite, this was one of my favorite decks. It's called the Rebel deck. It's called You Do You. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Then we have Fuck Fear. It'll lie to your face. I'm gonna go back here. It's not so much that you're trying to change someone or you're trying to change people. You want someone, or you want people to do better for themselves. Some of you want people to do better for themselves. And also, especially if you have children, you want the other parent of your child to do better, not only for themselves, but for their child. And then there's a small group of you that wants people to change and heal. Just because it's coming from like a place of control or lack thereof. Just for like a small group of you. It says, don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. Whenever I see this card, it reminds me of the Hermit card. It reminds me of going within, because right now, some of you may be getting triggered. And it's like a constant, it's not like a one-off thing. It's like you're either being triggered at work, or you're being triggered by your children, or you're being triggered by your spouse. But with the one thing that I learned, especially with triggers, is that those people don't trigger us, we trigger ourselves. And those triggers are calling, the reason why we're being triggered is because the trigger is calling our attention to that aspect, something that we need to heal within ourselves, something that we need to sit and deal with. So some of you, most of you, especially if you are just like, I I'm hearing being hostile, but I don't want to say being hostile, but I'm gonna just say it. You're being hostile, or if you find yourself getting agitated and irritated very, very easily at work or towards your children. It says, have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. This is pertaining to, for some of you who are trying to lose weight. Spirit is telling that you guys are teeter-tottering on a very, very thin line of being healthy or in being unhealthy. Like if you're purposely skipping meals, or if you're like not eating to see how much weight you can drop, that's unhealthy. You need to do it in a healthy way. I'm also hearing Spirit say that your body is your home. You need to honor it. You need to respect it. You need to give it nutrients. You need to feed it. You need to take care of it. And watch what you're eating. Like if your stomach starts getting upset after you eat meat or after you eat a certain thing, it's your body's way of telling you that it's time to let that go. All right, we're gonna do one more. I think we got time. We got time. What messages do you have for my Cancers, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the month of May? What messages do you have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the month of May? Let's give you one. Oh, thank you. You're very close to achieving your goals. Actually, no, give me another one, please. Oop. Not taking those. One at a time, please. What messages? I'll take that one. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So we have the gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goals. And full moon in Leo. Do not let pride get in your way. I don't know why, but I got the I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. The don't let pride get in your way, it's pertaining to a boss situation or a manager situation. Well, manager's still your boss, but yeah. This particular manager or your boss has been irking your nerves for a while now, and you've been biting your tongue. You've been not speaking up, but you need to, because if you don't, you're going to explode. Don't let pride get in your way. This card is because you feel like that person should know better. So Spirit is saying, don't let pride get in your way. The person may not know better. So you are communicating with this person. Let this person know how you feel, but also don't do it don't wait till you explode on this person. This is also pertaining to some of you, a small handful of you. Ask for help. Like if you need help, don't be prideful. Ask for help. And if someone offers you help, accept it, especially if you need it. All right, Cancer, that was your reading. If you enjoyed it, like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, comment, because I love interacting with you guys. And I will see you next month. Bye.